Yeah, I saw Ant-Man. It was not good. It wasn't nearly as bad as Ant-Man and the Wasp, but overall it just wasn't good. For once, I agree with the Rotten Tomatoes score. I think it has a 54%. Wow, I was about to do Atomic Heart. Actually, hold on. Let me see something else. Let's pull up all of them. Here. So Rotten Tomatoes, it's actually even lower. It's a 49. But the audience score is an 84. Which I wholeheartedly disagree with. And then the other one was a... Oh, they don't have this one up yet. Oh, a 6 on IMDb. Is there a single Marvel movie that's ever had a bad audience score? What did Thor Love and Thunder have? $77, still pretty fucking high, to be fair. Average fans will never let it flop, yeah. It's just not very good. Easy resub fella, Kari, Little Lucky, in the Prime, Tony, Jonesy, and Kimchi, and the gift sub Maddie. Eternals has a low one. Black Widow wasn't an inexcusably bad movie. Tell me what was wrong with the movie. It wasn't groundbreaking, but it wasn't bad. I'm gonna put you on the spot. Without looking it up, can you name 2 characters that weren't the main villains and weren't already the established characters? I bet you can't. Kang was very cool, though. Yeah, I like Kang a lot. He'll just Google it. Well, it's kind of a trick question, because there's actually only one other named character outside of the 2 villains, and he only had his name drop once. It's a completely forgettable, messy plot that everything goes right for. So it never actually has any kind of tension throughout the entire movie. That's just factually wrong, dude. You didn't answer the question. Then name 2, because if there was more than one named character outside of MODOK and Kang, then I must have missed it. Because there's only one that I know. And it was Bill Murray's character. None of the others had an actual credited name. That's wrong. Name them. Quaz and Jantaro. Let's see, who were they? Because they certainly didn't say those names in the movie. So one of them was the mind reader, and the other was... Oh my god, you just looked it up. It's because they did it next to on the build list. You had no fucking clue. Also, Jantaro's... That name didn't even come up. You got that name wrong. It was Jintora. Yeah, that was the one I was thinking of, Krylar. He was the only one whose name actually got said outside of Kang and MODOK. I don't know when the fuck they said Quaz and Jintora. I don't know when those names got dropped. So the movie sucks? It doesn't suck, it's just not good. Entertaining, at least. Not really. Like, I liked the visuals. They went really hard on, like, goofy visuals. But, I don't know, it's just really boring. It's a movie where it felt like there was no stakes. Literally everything goes right for the main characters. I can't recall a single time where something went wrong. aside from the opening act that sends them to the quantum realm. Everything else just goes perfect. Literally perfect. Have you read a comic, my lord? That doesn't mean it's good. Even if it follows a comic one-to-one, that still doesn't redeem it from being bad. There's such things as bad comics, like Marvel, often considered one of the worst comics ever written. So if they followed Marvel one-to-one, it'd still be a shit movie. Did you even watch the movie, Christian? He didn't escape. Okay, I'm not getting into spoilers. Yikes. They even, since I've already kind of said a little something, they even confirm something very important that immediately contradicts you. Lost a lot of respect for you tonight, to be honest. Jesus Christ, the one Ant-Man and the Wasp fan. There is one fucking character whose name got dropped. I don't know when Quaz or Jintora ever got said, unless they said it in passing when he read their mind for the first time, and he might have said like, "Hey, I'm Quaz," and that was it. Jintora, I still don't know when the fuck that name came up, besides looking it up on Google. I'm sorry you lost so much respect for me because you're a huge Ant-Man and the Wasp quantummania fan. Like, I don't know what to tell you. It's not very good. It's not awful. It's certainly better than Ant-Man and the Wasp, like, full stop, the second one, but it's still not very good. Just don't lie. I am literally not. You got the name wrong when you proved me wrong, but I'm giving you credit anyway for looking it up. What are you talking about? Lost respect because of a fucking Marvel movie. There was only one other character aside from fucking Kang and MODOK that had a name that they mentioned in a meaningful way. Holy lord. There's no way. Did you work on this film or something? Blame the writers. One person name dropped is wild to say, but it's also accurate. It is just literally accurate. What was the Jello dude's name? Thanks the resub, Mike. In tier 1, SARS. Now he doesn't type instantly. Yeah, because he literally looked it up. All he's doing is stalling. He's like, I gotta keep going. I've already proven you wrong once. You don't know, because they didn't have any meaningful roles. I'm pretty sure they didn't even say the name, unless it was in the initial meeting in passing. That's why you can't answer me, because they didn't have meaningful fucking roles. They were all throwaways. You looked it up. I don't know why you're trying to lie about you just knowing it. This has to be bait. I took bait. There's no way. I just gave you two names, and you're deflecting on what I just asked you to do with telling me the name of the Jello guy. I'm assuming you can't look it up because he's not credited. Let me see. Because otherwise you would have already done that. Yep, because he's not credited. That's why you couldn't find it. The only two... You got so fucking lucky. The only two other credited names were the two you named, and you still got one of them wrong. You son of a bitch. That's why. I see. That just isn't correct. I am literally looking at the cast list right now. The other names are Humanoid, Coffee Parton, and then Jimmy Woo. But he's a reoccurring character, not a new one. And then the one that I gave, which was the Krylar one, because that was Bill Murray's character. And then the other two are Quaz and Jintora. All of the other ones are Pilot 1, Nomad, Humanoid, and then Nick Fury. I'm getting into spoilers, sorry. But there is literally only there's 3 characters in total. I gave one, and you got 2 that were listed, and those are the only other 2. You got so fucking lucky. You have no idea, and you're really having a hard time coming to it. Pilot 1 popped off. Pilot 1 did go pretty hard. unironically did go kind of hard.